here to this door, and I'm going to put my ear to it, and I'm going to listen.
Make sure you're stealthed.
Okay, so you put your ear to the door, and behind the door, faint but distinct, you hear the croaking of frogs.
Alright.
And they're saying, Bud, what? No, I'm kidding.
Hey guys, it sounds like there's frogs behind this door.
And they're selling beer. Yes. So, I believe you would have one action left. Will you open the door?
Nope, I'm going sneak for whatever you guys trigger.
Alright. So you're snucking. Roll a check, though, so I have a number for you.
Wait, did you say snuckin'?
Yeah, he's snucking. He snooked. Alright. Ooh, you're very snucked. You're very snucked.
Snuck to the max.
At plus 18 or plus 14
shit,
modifier.
your bonus is insane, man.
Expert, baby.
Yep.
Alright, so the witch, Heka. What will you do?
I will go give a listen at that other door.
So, roll me a check to your perception.
Mary, are you streaming right now or no? Just recording?
I'm just recording it, yeah.
Okay.
So, the witch moves over to the door, and you hear a hollow sound, like a seashell, just a echoing emptiness.
This room's got an echoing hollowness to it.
The next one.
Doesn't seem normal.
So, you have one action. What will you do?
I think I'm okay without using it.
Alright. Neji, your companions have surveilled your circumstances. Now they turn to you. What will you do?
I stand next to this door here, and hey, can they do a ready?
Say, oh, you want a ready?
Yeah, I'm gonna
What do you
do a
mean?
ready trigger and cast electric arc. If there's any enemies that bust through this door, or any enemies I can see once the door opens.
Gotcha. And that's 3, right?
Yeah.
Because ready's 1. Or ready's 2. Is electric art 1 or 2?
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So I can't use. Wait, what's the rules for that?
I mean, I guess it's
or-
really... I mean, doing it out of combat, I guess kind of doesn't make sense. Unless you just want to have it like... Unless you... Yeah, no, it does make sense. You would just have a trigger.
Yeah.
So at the start of your turn, it would go off.
Yeah, as soon as I see them, right?
Well, yeah, start of your turn. So yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they could still potentially like hit you without something happening if they went first.
Alright, so that's it for my turn. I'm assuming we're going north, right? We're gonna go fight the bad guys, get loot.
Well, I heard something about beer and frogs, so I'm going to go up and open said door and see what these frogs are about.
Should have assisted tail.
Well, so hold on. What spell did you ready? Did you ready one?
Who, me or
no,
Electric
Neji.
arc. Electric arc.
Is it 1?
It's a 2.
Well, so you couldn't do that because
No.
don't you have? Doesn't it have to be within 3 actions? I don't know how. Let me look at it. Or no, you can just pick that one as a reaction. Yeah, no, that's right. So you still have one action left.
That's fine. That was
Okay, so Therok charges into the room to the north in his usual foolhardy fashion. Yeah.
Sorry, can we backtrack? I take that back. I cast light on Therok's shield. Is that okay before he goes in?
I mean, I can see in here. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, he's a dwarf, so he's got dark vision.
Oh, okay, never mind. All right,
Yeah. So he charges into the room to your north, and he finds a steady dripping from the ceiling has ruined this whole room and created a bog-like puddle in the middle of the floor. All around.
To my disappointment, it is not dripping beer.
It is not. It is just nasty water. So, all around this puddle are splintered pieces of wood, flagstones in the rubble, and it's almost like a foliage. It doesn't seem to be a just a natural way that these things have fallen. They seem to have been placed here. Among all this detritus and debris and destruction and puddle, you hear a faint croaking.
Guys, I'm concerned these might be basilisks and not just regular frogs.
Well, so you would have used one action to move to the door, another to open the door, and then another to move into the room. So,
Yep.
Wesley, you are standing in about 10 feet from the door that Therok just opened, in the room where you defeated the Charukas. What will you do?
Alright, so I think I'm gonna go stealth,
Okay.
and I'm gonna go right next to the door, if that's enough, if I have enough speed for that.
You should. It's not too. Like I say, I think it's about 10 feet. Yes, 8 feet. So yeah.
Okay, and I'm going to do a recall knowledge nature on that setting, just to see what we could be up against.
All right.
See.
Let me find that here.
Somebody should totally throw a corpse in here too, just in case we need a distraction.
I was thinking of it just dapping the water.
All right. So
I'm standing in the water.
Oh, is
Please
that?
don't.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
he is standing in it. Yeah. Well, on the edges of it, but yeah, it would get him. So Wesley, the ranger, once again comes to the party's aid as he identifies the croaking in the room as the creatures you've previously faced. It is the croaking of boggards. So with that, Drez, what will you do?
I guess I am going to step into the room while I am in stealth.
Okay, where will you move to?
Let's see, my stealth speed right now should be 15 feet.
Should be, yeah, half. Yep.
And I can't see shit. So I am going to wait right there for other shit to happen.
We do already.
I thought he had a torch in his hand.
Do already. Get ready to throw your daggers.
I don't know if it's in his hand right now. He did have it out,
no, I'm
though.
not carrying my torch because we have people that are lit up, and I'm trying to hide, and I can't do that carrying a torch.
It's true.
Oh.
I'll move in on my turn.
It's true.
Yeah, well, this is good. Yeah, we could just position right now. See what's going on.
Alright, so, Heka, actually. Your companions have disregarded your interest in the eastern door and have forged ahead into the northern room. What will you do?
I will put a small hold on my interest and follow the group consensus instead of being contrarian. And we'll head north.
All right, you have 2 actions remaining to you.
How bright of an area? Oh, hang on. I'm just reading up on light quick.
It is, so every area in here is pitch black, but
Yep.
you have dark vision and low light vision. So what that means is you can essentially, in pitch black, it's dim to you.
Okay. So I don't really need, I don't need to lighten this up.
I'm not certain I have the light spell on me, so we should be good.
Yeah,
Just
I think.
Just don't aggro the enemies.
Yeah, I think. Neji, I think, is the only thing that's emitting light right now. Or didn't you put it on Spriggin? Maybe.
No.
No. Yeah, you're the only thing emitting light
Yeah.
right now. Yep.
Is my mage armor from last session still active?
No, because you rested for long enough that it expired from the previous
Oh yeah,
application.
did you do your
But it
daily
sh-
prep
but it
for your
sh-
spells?
It
Driya?
should be already. And yeah, if you
Yeah, I
did,
wasn't changing anything out on my spells,
Okay.
so I will.
you should
recast.
have. Yeah, here, let me fix that. There you go. Should be back now.
Okay, so I'll just recast it.
Okay.
And that's my 3.
Boom. Love it. Alright, Neji. The party is moving into position. They seem
Shit,
to
I,
want to explore these croaks.
I accidentally closed the tab. Give me a second. Oops.
All of a sudden, a basilisk drops from the ceiling and eats Neji. Doesn't even turn him into stone, just eats him.
And then once he dies, Krillin comes out from the shadows to assist the party.
He
Wasn't Krillin really good at dying too?
Yeah,
he
he
was.
just busts out of his stomach. That's Krillin.
Yeah, I'm in the room now. I speak to Wesley. I ask him if the boggarts can speak common. Is that something that you would know, your character?
He tells you that in his experience, they do.
Okay. Then let me see what I
He
can
also reminds you that you now own the bestiary.
Hey, I'm not doing any metagaming here, man.
Alright.
I wouldn't have asked. I wouldn't have asked if I knew that. Let's see. I am gonna. Let's see here. I am going to perform with my loot.
Oh, nice.
It's probably the
Alright.
best way to get their attention. If I succeed, maybe they'll be at least a little bit friendly.
Alright, what will you perform?
Let's see.
This is just regular perform?
Yeah, just regular perform. It's with my loot. One of the songs in my repertoire. Let's say I don't know. Can't think of any song right now. Let's see. Therok, do you have any requests for the performance I should conduct?
Yeah, 1 second.
And is this perform or mesmerizing performance? What is the
Do I have-
difference here?
Do I have mesmerized?
Oh, I think that's a companion thing.
Oh, okay.
Or I guess you gotta. Okay, I got you. Yeah.
So do I have to roll? Or?
Yes, you would need to roll. Let's see. Well, there's not a roll attached to it, but I would say roll on your charisma.
I want to hear teardrops on my
Because you're just trying to like perform to like impress or something, right? Like
Yes,
you want to
that's
be,
right.
or are you trying to be like intimidating?
Just to impress, just to
Like
get their attention.
kinda
and try to be
lull?
friendly.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of lull them. Yeah.
okay,
Alright, so, roll on my... Where do I do this?
it should be when you go to your proficiencies. You could just wait. No. Let me look at this. It wouldn't be charisma, but it would be something tied to your charisma.
Performance, right? Performance core skill.
Is there one? Yeah,
Yep.
that's it. Yep.
Okay. So...
I expect you to actually sing.
I don't know the lyrics to that song, so...
You could go on YouTube. And,
You're on the internet, sir.
What's
Alright.
the internet?
All right. So, are you going to just demonstrate your performance for us?
You have to.
I have to look up this song. I don't know this song, guys. Otherwise I'd sing it.
It's the first
I
one.
think that's like the first Taylor Swift song. Yeah.
CMT, bro.
I'm a fake T Swift fan apparently.
Yeah, you don't listen to our Nashville stuff.
She re-recorded it, didn't she? In that one, she
She
re.
did. She did. That was her first pop song, actually.
Let me try this. He's the reason for the teardrops on my guitar. Is that the song?
That's it.
The only thing that keeps me wishing on a wishing star. There you go.
There's my DMCA strike. All right, so the room fills with Neji's angelic voice. Unfortunately, the croaking just continues. It's unaltered.
Failed check.
So, with that, we are back to the drunken dwarf. I'm sure he won't do anything impulsive. Because isn't that... Well, no, you have more actions. You moved and performed every one, right?
I have one more.
Would you like to do anything else?
Is aid 2 actions or 1? It's 2, right?
Well, I think aid is a trigger. Like somebody has to be doing something.
So like how aid works is I tell you the how I want to aid the person, right? And then that's the trigger. And then from once I tell you that, then I can use aid. That's
Yeah.
how it.
So-
that's how they explain it in the video. But
so
I don't think I
you-
have enough
so-
action.
Well, you do have to use an action during your turn to prepare it. So do you
right.
want to prepare aid? And then if somebody has a check, it would trigger, and you could help them if they want your help. They have to take your help.
Okay.
So do you want to spend your last action to prepare aid?
Yeah. So I'll aid. Okay, whose turn?
Well,
is
you
it?
don't pick.
It's me.
It's a trigger. So if you have aid prepared, then whenever
Yeah.
the next time one of your party members has a roll, it triggers, and I think you can choose then if you want to offer aid. And
Okay,
out,
well-
yeah, it's a trigger, so it triggers anytime somebody's about to roll. You can offer aid, and they can accept or deny that aid.
Alright, I aid Therok then.
Well, you prepare to help. That's what
I
it is.
prepare to help, yes,
Yeah.
right, I prepare to help.
So, Therok, Neji, cowers behind you and is obviously prepared to help anyone in need among the party. It's now your action. What will you do?
I'm going to attempt to demoralize anything in the room that is not part of our party.
Well, okay, you can do that. You can definitely do that. So you would need to roll that intimidation check.
Oh man.
Your shout fills the room, but just as after Neji's performance, the croaking continues unabated. That would be 2 more actions you have remaining.
Yeah.
Jump in, man.
Yeah, I'm struggling to figure out because I don't even know where they are.
Or do a seek action. Right?
Yeah.
I think
I
that's the
can
best
track.
way here.
Can I track
Do
them?
a seek. That's a seek that you want.
You scan an area for signs of creatures or objects. If you're looking for creatures, you can choose an area. So if you wanted
do I
to,
find
if you
sneak?
wanted to like choose,
For secret.
if you wanted to choose like 2 squares, you know, nearby you, and search them, then you would I would roll a secret perception check for you. So you would tell me like I want to look here and here, or something like that, and
You're
then.
looking. Yeah.
And then I'll roll in secret and tell you what happens.
All right. Yeah, I want to seek. I'm not finding it in my character sheet to.
Let's see.
It's something that everyone can use. You can just add it manually.
Let's see if I can share this in the chat. How do I do that?
I think I already put it in there.
Oh, did you?
But it's the compendium entry. It's not the.
Yeah. But that's what's gonna happen. So you tell me, like, 10 feet you want to search for, right? And then I will roll a perception check for you, right? And then if you win that perception check, boom, boom. Now I have a macro, so I'm gonna click it for you, like on you. Actually,
Got it.
I think I can let you do it. Let's see.
I'm gonna search this top right corner up here.
Okay. So can you ping it? Can you click down on it? You can. Okay, there, and where else? The one right next to it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, as you look at this area closely, you notice bubbles coming up from the water in this part of the puddle. But nothing more than that. The croaking, ribbit, ribbit, continues.
I sit on the source of the bubbles.
So are
and
you?
block it with my fat ass.
So are you like stepping right here?
Yes.
Okay.
There's an armed attack. He's gonna like jump in there.
So as
So
Therok
I'm just blocking the bubbles.
approaches where he saw the bubbles, with a splash, suddenly 2 boggard cultists pop out and engage you all in combat. So I'll roll for is Wes? Yeah, I'll roll for Wes.
Hey, Mary, question.
Yeah.
Do we have to be in different squares during combat? I don't think we can be on the same square, right?
I mean, I think that would come down.
Jesus.
Damn, dude. Well done.
So that was a 20. I didn't know that was going to be... I thought it was supposed to be a little... That mod is not set right. Sorry.
I think you can
31, what
customize
the
the sound.
No, I changed it. It's supposed to be like a little magic swirl, not the sound. Like it makes it, you know, like a little whoosh. But to your question, that's, and I mean, I don't know the book rule, but it's really, I would think, and I'll see what Driya thinks. It's kind of like whatever you guys would prefer, because I mean, if you had like a 5-foot square area, I mean, 2 people could be standing in that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, you could say, okay, we'll allow that, but if you're both standing in the same square and you attempt some type of action, then it's going to be, you know, harder, right?
Yep.
Okay, that's weird. I might need to just go delete that thing's settings files, because I don't see the, I don't see that sound that it just played in there. Rip. So we might have to live with that. We're going to really know when we got 20s. Sorry. Alright, so. Sorry about that. Oh, I clicked cameraman. Get out of there, cameraman. Alright. Without further ado, Drez, with your stealthy tactics, you have remained unnoticed, and these boggards are flat-footed to you. What will you do? Moving at half speed, and since you're already standing in this puddle, it's shallow enough to kind of wade through in the portion that you're in, so you wouldn't have to worry about like a double movement penalty.
Gotcha. Well, I think my best course of action is simply to move. And I'm just going to do a good old dagger strike.
Are we going for the locked one then? Oh, damn.
It
Nice.
it appears so.
Oh, shit.
So, moving with deadly precision, Drez sneaks through the murky water, and he comes up behind the boggard, Gretch, and he stabs him, dealing critical damage and killing the cultist. His companion, Mrop, lets out just a terrible frog yelp. And you can tell that he's now getting just absolutely enraged. From the back of the room, the witch reminds you that you've faced many of these cultists, and she has discerned their symbol, but you have not yet discerned their true purpose by communicating. With that, Drez, continue your turn. You have one action, I believe, remaining. Yes?
Yes, so I'm going to target that other one there, and I am going to use... I'm going to create a diversion using a gesture. I'm going to point behind it like there's something looking, like there's something creeping up on it from behind.
Okay, a gesture. Got you. Come here to... Okay, let's see.
Oh, nice.
Fuck you, frog.
Nat 20, dude.
Nice for the frog. So, Morop definitely pays attention to you because you've just killed his companion, but he's not fooled by your attempts to distract him. And with that, Therok. Oh, I guess I could have clicked this. Therok, what will you do?
on the right page here. I'm going to sheathe my axe.
Always sheathing something.
No. And then I'm going to grapple the remaining buggard.
Always grappling something.
I'm going to aid him. I'm gonna aid his grapple and
Okay.
try and distract the boggart with
Well.
a song on my lute.
Well, Therok, do you accept Neji's aid?
Yeah, why not?
So
If 29 is good, whatever.
I think
help
that
me
gives
do
what's
better.
that? It gives him a +1, right? Plus, let's see. Oh, so you would roll an aid. You're gonna roll a performance because you're using your loot, right? To try to
but
help
I
you.
mean, it's gonna hit anyway, so whatever. It's already a crit. Let's just skip that part. That's
Okay. So, Therok, you successfully grab a hold of Marok, who is now, he shouldn't be that, but he should be restrained. There it is. Hold on. There he is. So he is now restrained. So being restrained means he is, of course, immobilized and flat-footed, and he can't use any actions with attack or manipulate traits except to try to escape. So I believe you now have only one action remaining. Will you try to communicate with your restrained foe, or will you attempt a deadly strike?
I'm going to attempt to intimidate him again. And kind of leave the talking up to Wes.
Alright, so yeah, roll your intimidate check, and then he's got to...
I failed.
Oh, against me. Yeah, you did it against him. Nice. Sorry. So,
How much did we fail by?
he, DC was 17. He rolled 11, so 7. Well, it says failure by 6, yeah. But if you tie...
Just missed failure on my end. It
Oh,
didn't give me a number.
oh, I guess that's a... Oh, I see on my cameraman here. Yeah, the DC was 17.
Right.
So, because their DCs when you do that, and it's so I don't have to roll, I guess, every time, is 10 plus whatever their modifier. So his is 7. 10 plus 7. So, you have Marop restrained still, but he resists your efforts to intimidate him. And with that, Neji, what will you do?
They inspire courage. Play some ACDC.
You attempt to inspire courage, but you're standing in the door frame with Heka and your loot. No, I'm kidding.
And I'm gonna. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna demoralize them. I'm gonna tell them that we've killed your friend. You're alone here, and there's 5 of us. 5 against 1. There's 1 of you. Your chances aren't good. So let's see. Demoralize. Action. Target. So I roll. I can use demoralize using a performance, Mary. So I'll just roll a performance roll then.
Yep.
Okay.
You can swap your intimidation for your...
Yeah, I have the
Gotcha.
one of the feats here. Versatile performance.
Yep. I remember you did that before. So yeah. Did you roll it against him?
Yep. 29.
Yo, yeah. So he is just absolutely in shambles from that. He realizes every word of it is true, and he becomes frightened too.
And then I'm going to try and talk to him and tell him we'll end this battle and let you live if you tell us what your cult is doing here and any useful information that you could give us. So what is that?
Roll it would be diplomacy check
Diplomacy,
against his against his 15.
Okay. Alright.
Alright, so being just dreadfully frightened by your previous intimidation, he croaks a few more times and then he looks up at you and he says, "What do you want to know?"
What are the cultists doing here in the crypts? Why did they drive out?
He cuts
the
you
goblins?
off and he says, "There are many cinder claws, many. We came through the glorious portal. We invade your lands, we dig into your homes, we destroy all. And when Malarunk unleashed Dahak, glorious, glorious Dahak, you cannot stop cinder claws."
Where is the portal? And where can we find this person summoning the hawk? You better tell us, or we'll end you right now. Like I said, it's 5 against 1.
He spits at you before you even finish talking, and he just mumbles something about a hunter gate and about the cinder claws and about the Mwangi expanse. Over and over he repeats that you will all be destroyed and that Dahak will return to Isgar once they come through the hunter gate.
Oh, see, any other questions to ask here, guys?
Well, he's not gonna tell maybe where the hunter gate is, but I think he already asked that, and
Yeah, he didn't answer me.
right, and he just kept on talking shit. So I think it's a good time. Well, you want to keep your word and get and let him go, or do you think we should just kill him? Because at this point he seems fanatical.
Last dudes we let go came back and tried to kill us again.
I think we should ask him what his insides look like and if he wants us to
Trust nobody.
find out.
Yes. I ask Merle what his insides look like, and if he'd like to see them. If he'd like to see his own heart beating in front of him with blood gushing out.
With his last bit of resolve, Moreau lashes out his tongue at Neji. The sticky, disgusting tongue sticks to his face, leaving a slight mark.
Alright,
He'll never get a date now.
I barf out in disgust that bread I ate during our arrest the previous night. And then I call out to Therok and make a gesture of my my finger going across my neck. And
I'm
I
the
end my
wrong one,
turn.
bro. I'm already gone.
Alright, with that, the witch Heka steps up from behind Neji. What will she do?
Seeing Neji make the finger across the throat gesture, will finger gun a phase bolt right at Murrah.
Alright, so you should be able to, click right there. Here, target. I think you can target him. And it rolls, because does it roll against his AC? Yeah.
How do I target him?
So click him,
Yep.
and then if you right click on him, down in the bottom left, there's like a little bullseye looking thing. But I think you could just highlight him and it would also work. And then once you've got that, click over here, like where it says attack. Oh, you don't have that. I got it. Never mind. I'm seeing now. There we go. That I have stuff y'all don't see. I need to make y'all trusted players. I think that lets y'all see it. All right. So yes, you definitely hit. So he takes.
I can safely say that I would never be trusted.
Oh my god. Maybe Therok is not. So Marat squelches in pain from the phase bolt, taking 12 damage. You have 2 actions remaining. Phase bolt's 1, right?
Phase bolt is 2.
It's 2, so you have 1 action remaining.
I'm good.
Alright. The witch Heka, after unleashing these occult energies, rests. Now it's time for the MVP. Wesley, what will you do? You are at the door of this room, and the Marope, the boggart, is about 10 or 15 feet away from you. Almost straight in front of you.
I have a clear line of sight.
Yeah, well, Therok is sort of in between, but he's short. He's a dwarf, so.
Perfect. Hunt the prey, hunt the shot.
Let's see here. Alright, so you're going to do hunted shot. Let me find that here. Alright, here we go. So, yeah, okay. It's just 2 attacks, right? Dirt. Yeah. Yep. So the boggart, frightened and just dismayed at this point, takes a devastating 23 damage. Or, excuse me. But no, you hit a 23. He did 2 damage? That's not right. 2 damage.
That's a crit, right? Isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it is a crit. Thank
Yep.
you. So I took 2. Yeah, there we go. 16 damage. Let me fix this. There we go. He had... There we go. Boom. Alright, so yes. I knew it was a crit. That was my brain was just fucked up. So, with his first shot, Wesley shows his prowess once again, and he drops Marote dead to the ground.
Easy.
GG.
That was pretty successful there.
GG easy. Alright, well, in fact it was, because these monsters were now a little bit under your skill level, being at level 3. By the way, we need to add XP for the backstories. And let's see. So, for this encounter, you gentlemen will receive a paltry 20 XP.
Alright, so 170. Okay.
But
XP is XP.
add for your backstory. I think you all either had one that I'll give you credit for. It was an attempt before there was even a request.
I think Pesty should get a hero point for his wall of text that he sent you.
Wall attack.
It was a paragraph, but I'll take the hero point.
Well, I would agree that while you were resting, you all shared more of your backgrounds with one another, and far among all Drez's was impressive And so for captivating all of you, yes, he definitely should earn a hero point. So yeah, what is everybody should be at what? 450 out of level 3 now, is that right?
I'm at 170.
170. So 470, yeah.
470.
So everybody should be at 470 out of level 3. Now, you have failed more cultists. This room seems to have no exit. Where will you go? What will you do? Drez, your leadership has so far been successful, at least in the so far as going first in exploration.
Hey,
What
Mary,
will you do?
Mary, we did 8 wrong, by the way.
Tell me
I'm
about
reading
it.
right now. It says, you try to help your ally with a task. To use this reaction, you must first prepare to help, usually by using an action during your turn. You must explain to the GM exactly how you're trying to help, and they determine whether you can aid your ally. And then that's your trigger, right? That's
So you should have told me you were gonna
Yeah,
like
what I
play
was
your
gonna do.
loot before, or
yeah,
your
exactly.
yeah. I got you. So we were half right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next time.
All right. So you have fallen foes in front of you. They've given you information. You have unexplored passages below you, to your side. What will you do?
Alright, first thing I'm going to do is roll a perception check to see if there's anything hidden in this room that we have missed.
Do it up. Alright, so you wade through the puddle, and as you do, your hand comes upon, and I'm going to drop this in you, or on you, an invisibility potion with 1 use. You don't find anything else in the room, however. The puddle seems to be devoid of any other magical items unless you know of some novel use for boggart shit.
Alright, I'm going to search the bodies.
Alright.
Does that need a perception check?
No. You can just search them. They don't carry anything more than their common equipment, however. They don't carry any gold or anything like that. Let's see. Can I open him up? Yeah. Token. Let's see. I think I can make y'all the owner and you can see inside of him. Bogger. Okay, well, look. I need an easy way to make stuff loot. Here it is, yeah. Okay, I knew it was. Alright, so boom. Now he's lootable. So you guys can see. They don't carry anything of value, which is typical for creatures like this.
Got a morning star.
Well, I mean, other than their weapons, which are typical for, you know, these types of villainous rogues.
Mind if I take those bullets for telekinetic projectile?
Well, and while you guys are looting these and deciding what you want to do next, I'm going to go grab something to drink.
My last action here, I'm just going to walk back into the other room.
Yeah, no, go for the bullets. I don't need them.
Alright.
I have projectile too, but I got stuff on me I can use.
Okay. And then, I don't know, just whatever's left, just grab them, sell them later, I guess. 'Cause I do not have any more room. I should probably cast light on you instead, HST, because you're usually like the first one to go. Or should I just cast it on
Nope,
Teo maybe?
because I can't hide if you put a light
Have
on
you
me.
guys gotten
Oh,
your
shit, that's
hands
right.
into these
Good question.
corpses enough?
Yeah. Did we get everything from them? There's
Did
for-
you
for items-
did you answer the critical question?
what's
They
the
were
question?
both male.
What do a boggart's insides look like? All right, so yeah,
I was gonna take those and put those in my bag of holding. If no one wants them, I'll sell them later.
can you grab it? I made it lootable.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, cool. That's the way to do it. I figured it out. Yay. So, with these creatures looted, in this room seemingly bereft of any other use, what have you guys decided to do?
I'm gonna cast light on Therok. Right now it's casted on me, so it's just gonna move to him because I can't keep it.
Okay.
On
So
one thing.
you guys should all have a little torch button. Boom. See, like I turned yours off right there. And now let me put it back on Therok. Boom. So now he should have light on him. Yeah. It's a little mod for like if you have a torch equipped, but light is the same thing as torch.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
Let me hold on. I think his light is black though. Hold on.
it's set to dim right now, I think.
No, his light color is
Oh,
not a.
I like to party, guys. I got the black light in the pocket.
Yeah. Okay.
you got some glow sticks on you?
I think that should be. Hold on.
Yeah,
let
but
me-
they have a pacifier.
So light right, yeah, it's set right. Let's see.
The monster, the big boss monster room is over here, right? If I recall, right? Where I'm pointing.
Yeah.
Hold on. I don't know why that little torch mod is not hitting like it's supposed to, but I'm just gonna put it on him. Okay, there we go. So Therok's shield emits an eerie glow. Alright, so have you guys decided to move back down into this room to the south?
Yeah, might as well.
So, the door to your east remains. The door to your south remains, both unopened. To the west, the hallway you came through, and the room with the barricaded door. What will we
I go
get?
east. We know what's back the other way. South's probably that hallway we started in.
Yeah, east. I vote east. I know there's some magic in the south room when they did detect magic last week, if I recall. But I gotta follow my exploration strategy here and vote east.
Well, what are we waiting for?
So, Drez, we'll start fresh since we just all moved into this room. So, Drez, will you follow your companion's advice and open the door, or will you prepare for another battle?
What I will do is step aside the door. I guess technically I'm already there.
Sleeping on the couch.
Sneaking.
All right, you're snucked.
And I'm just gonna wait and see what you guys trigger.
Can I mage hand the door open?
Mage hand the door open.
You
Does
should,
does that let you manipulate things? Well, it would be an interact. I think a door opening is interact.
Hey Chesty, you should use that take cover action instead. You'll get some extra bonuses, and then you could
Take-
stealth after.
Take cover isn't gonna do me any good though because we have to go into the room,
Yeah, no, just
and
prep
so I'd have to come out of cover. So I just take cover and come back out.
Well, all take covering would do would be allow him to hide and go
Yeah.
go stealth, right?
And there's nothing right now that is gonna perceive me other than you guys. So
unless they all burst in. I'm waiting for that to happen.
They can't
Well,
burst
it's
in
not
by
gonna
burst
happen
first.
now that you said it. All right, so Heka, you see the rogue saying that he's stealthing, but you all know he's just laying over here on this couch, not doing anything. What will you do?
Are we ready to go?
Yeah.
I'll use that mage hand to open the door so that I'm out of the range of anything that might trigger.
All right. You said back up here. So, using occult energies once more, always at her command, Heka emits a ghost-like hand that pulls open the door, revealing an empty hallway.
Anticlimactic.
What will you do now? Enter the hallway? Wait for your companions?
I will wait for my companions.
Neji, the door is now open. The hallway stands before you.
I will enter.
All right.
YOLO.
You going right there?
Take my black light. Let's have a party.
And then I'm gonna go stealth.
Okay. Roll us just a check so I have a number for you.
Okay.
Okay. You are stealthed.
And I end my turn.
All right. Therok, the gnome once more blocks your preferred pathway of charging in head first. Although he
I do
presents
see a door at the end of the hallway here.
he presents no challenge for someone as athletic as yourself.
I mean, I
What
do
will you
have
do?
pretty high athleticism.
So that's about, if you go all the way to the door that you spot at the end of the hallway, that's about 30 feet.
That'll be 2 moves. So I go to the end of the hallway and open the door.
All right.
I'm still searching for that beer that those frogs were singing about.
As you open the door, you peer into what has become an all too familiar sight amongst the crypts. It's a ruined room, long since abandoned by any sort of, decent human. All of the furniture in this place is askew, piled up in the middle of the room. Amongst the broken furniture, though, is garbage, filthy clothes, chunks of rubble, bent nails, and a few shiny glints in the mix. On the southern wall, there seems to be some sort of chunky substance glowing. What will you do? You have no actions remaining,
I
right?
don't have any.
Yeah.
No.
So you will cower in fear. Wesley, once again, the dwarf has charged head first into would-be danger. What measured actions will you take?
Well, I think the rock is there, so I'm going to walk towards the rock.
He
Past
is
Neji.
he is the source of light, really, at this point. It's not Neji anymore.
The rock is here. Ah, okay. And so, yeah, I'll stand right here, and I will go stealth.
Okay.
So
Just roll a
roll
just roll a check for me, yeah.
snake check. Yeah. The hell?
Is it not rolling? Huh?
Oh, there it is. Okay, gotta double
Yeah.
click. There you go.
Oh, so you rolled it secret, but that's okay. Boom. All right, so you are now stealthed and unnoticed by anything that might be around.
Okay. And I will do a perception check for my last turn.
Excellent. Ooh, I got the measure thing. I didn't mean to have that. Hold on a second. Let me get back to my
We're getting some good rolls.
regular.
Tonight. I think this is a
Yeah.
bad sign.
Bad
Sign of things to come.
Why is it a bad sign to get good rolls?
We're using them
Can't
up.
use them all at once.
Oh, okay. That's a good point, I guess. Hold on one second. Alright, so with his ranger eyes, Wesley peers into the room with keener vision than Therok. And though it's pitch black like all of the Citadel has been, he can make out some sort of anomaly on the eastern wall. It seems to be like a chunk of the wall is missing, and he thinks he can make out a low moaning.
Oh,
Oh, baby.
oh, baby.
So with that, we're all the way back to the top of our order. Drez, you are snaked, stealthed. What will you do?
Guess I'll have to come into this pure room.
Can you get to the end of the hallway? How far can you get?
See, I can get right about there in one action. So that'll be second action. And then, has anybody had any luck with this thingy here?
What?
The pulsating thing on the wall?
It's on the southern wall, so you guys can tell it's there, or Therok could tell it was there, and presumably told all of you, because it's like pulsating a glow into the room that you can see, but you can't tell exactly what it is. It's just something emanating from the wall.
Drez see right now or no? Where he's
Yeah,
standing?
I mean, I can like see through the doorway, and I can see the hall we're in.
Yeah. Probably try a seek action if you have nothing else.
He can see about what the rock could see. He could see the large pile of garbage and debris in the middle of the room. He can't see the eastern wall, not as well as Wes could with his ranger, vision there when he checked. So he can't really see the like chunk out of the wall that Wes saw, but presumably knows it's there because Wes told him. He does hear the low moaning, though. Since Wes mentioned it, you all seem to have taken notice of it. And then, of course, the faint glow from the southern wall is also there.
Do I need to step into the room to do a perception check, or can I pick up some stuff from out here?
Yeah, sure. You could do a check out here, but you may only notice the same thing that Wes noticed. You could try.
You could probably just step in there and stealth it, right?
So, as you lean forward to attempt to hear, what may be the source of this moaning sound that you've all again noticed out of this room, out of the darkness lunges forward a goblin zombie. This brain-dead creature is not alone, and you can see that clearly right behind him is a compatriot. However, these creatures are they're not even husks. They're just mindless, brain-dead zombies. So though it's lunged towards you, in the first encounter, it has not taken an attack against you, but you are all now engaged with these creatures. Let me delete the cameraman again. Get out of here, cameraman.
I think got Mormers in the channel now. He wants to watch us play. Mary.
Oh, nice. Well, I can't really stream mine because then
We're not. Well, we're not going to cheat. Maybe. Just kidding. I won't.
show him how the GM side works. Let's see. Okay, so let me start this. Is he in there? Yeah, he in there. Alright, if you cheat, you suck. It's not really. I don't really. I don't like reveal the whole map a lot, and I play a lot more zoomed in now. You know what I mean? Because we're trying to be more precise. All right, so combat begins once Neji rolls initiative. you might get higher. So. You straight, bro?
Hey, sorry.
Fucking cheating.
I roll stealth, right? Because I'm in stealth for initiative. Is that
Yeah,
right?
you should be able to change it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess it doesn't pick for everybody, but yeah, it didn't help. All right, so with that, combat begins. The encounter, I should say, begins. Therok, you have rushed headlong into this battle, yearning for it once more. What will you do?
I immediately whip out my axe.
Is it still sheathed? You unsheathe it?
It was. I did unsheath it, and I took a swing at the goblin.
So Therok delivers on his promise to you all to not only share the best brew, but the best attacks. And he critically hits this goblin zombie that stumbled through the door. So roll your damage, sir.
So, Mary, in terms of the blocks people are in, would this goblin zombie be considered flanked right now, or you know where he is?
Well, nobody's behind him though. On the other side.
No, flanked is just like one person is on one side of the monster, and another person is on the other side of the monster.
Right.
As long
But
as
you're,
it's-
you're,
we
ta-
aren't.
you talking about like right here in front, since they're both in a
Yeah, like you see where this
here.
the zombie is, right?
Yeah, I
Kinda looks
mean,
like he's flanked.
but it's a
But, I mean,
hallway, and he's kind of in the door frame.
yeah, because that's where the point I was bringing up earlier is like how many players per block, right? If it's like one
But
player per block, it's more clear.
Well, and that's so since they are occupying essentially like blocks right next to each other almost. I mean, that zombie would have had to come in between them, and he's kind of right. I mean, he's still like he's kind of like right in here in the door still, right? So to flank him, you would have to be like clearly on, one side or the other, like
right,
this side.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's more clear if it's one person per block. Right now, it's kind of like a mishmash.
I mean, I see what you're saying, but I mean, technically, you could say that Therok and Wesley are flanking him, but anyway, Therok landed his hit regardless, critically, so he swings down his axe on this little goblin zombie and crushes him for 10 damage. You have one action remaining, I believe, right? You unsheathed, then you attacked.
Yes, I did unsheath and I attacked, and I'm going to go ahead and strike one more time. And I miss.
So the map betrays you, and this goblin zombie just shambles out of the way. With that, Wesley, what will you do?
So I'm going to hunt prey on the goblin zombie, which I already did.
Alright, let's see. Let's make sure he got it. I guess it knows, but let me make sure it's represented on him. There you go.
And then I'm gonna roll for a hunted shot. Nice.
Nice.
And this is the second row.
Woo!
Oh.
Damn, dude.
Alright, so I think the first one's just damage, just not critical, right? So
No, they both are crits.
oh, they're both crits? Okay.
Yeah.
So that's one. Ignore the first dice.
Go.
And this is 2.
Alright, so the first shot crushes the goblin zombie's skull, and he explodes into a disgusting rupture that spreads out 5 feet, hitting Therok, Drez, and Wesley. You all take 4 damage.
Ooh.
Now you can roll though a reflex save to get out of it. So roll me, all 3 of you, a reflex save.
Oh,
Wesley with those crits, man. Holy shit.
dude, I only rolled 20s today.
I know, Jesus. So, Drez and Wesley deftly jump out of the way of the exploding goblin zombie. However, Therok, he's not so nimble, and he suffers 4 fire damage. So, with that zombie out of the way, you, I believe, have one more action, right? You hunt prey and you hunt his shot.
Alright.
So you have one more.
Can I go back to stealth?
You would have to move because there is currently another goblin zombie in the room that can see you.
Unless you do create a distraction, you'll be hidden if that succeeds.
Well, you'd have to, well, yeah, I guess, if you have that. Yeah, because if it puts you straight into it, so.
it's his last action, creative diversion won't really help him, but it's his last action, right? So.
Do you have to do the diversion and then also do something like move or something?
The diversion is one action, right? So.
Yeah. Also, it's a zombie, so I can't really like. I don't think diversions will work against zombies. Maybe.
Just I would try for demoralize maybe. I don't know if that would work, but.
Can we do like a recall knowledge on it? Like a cultism or something?
I mean, yeah, or just recall knowledge. Yeah, I mean, you could do occultism, or you could do nature. I mean, they are goblins. They used to be. Okay, so, I mean, yeah, you notice that they are not just goblins. They seem to be, or used to be, Bumblebrasher goblins. The ones that you just aided above.
Would have been nice to have been told there were goblin zombies here, guys. I yell out loud.
Didn't know.
I even asked them. I even asked the goblins. We'll find down here. They didn't say anything. Those damn goblins.
Goddamn Bumblebrashers. Can't trust them alive or dead.
Aren't you a goblin though?
I'm an honorary goblin.
Dude,
Due
no.
to my looting nature.
He found his calling, man. Tailed goblin. Descended from monkey goblins. So, with that, moving along. Drez, you've dodged an exploding goblin zombie, but even though you can't visually see it, you know and you've sensed that there is another goblin zombie just beyond.
I can see the zombie.
I mean, I didn't know how good your vision was.
I mean, I've got clear sight right through the door open.
I
so
just
anywhere
mean
goes
because you're old as shit.
fuck you. All right, so this dude right here, he's flat-footed to me.
Yes, because you are snaked.
Yes, and surprise attack is active as well. So either way, he's
So
in.
you're double snaked. Yes.
All right, so I am just going to throw a dagger or throw a knife at him.
Hey Mary, so when it's that zombie's turn, that's when he rolls perception to see stealthed people. Is that how that works?
Well, so his perception is 10 plus his modifier,
Yeah.
which keeps me from having to like continually roll it over and over and
Yeah.
over again. And so his stealth check when he went into stealth is his check against it, so he doesn't have to keep rolling.
Okay.
I believe that's right, because that makes it go. You know what I mean? Otherwise, you're having to roll like a million
That
times.
makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
So for the duration of your stealth, you're at that stealth level or
But
number.
but then once he does something, like now he's about to throw something, he's gonna come unstealth. That's why he gets like
Right.
surprise attack.
Yeah.
And then if he wanted to stealth again, he would have to first find a place to take cover and then
Right.
hide. That was what knights were talking about.
Yeah. Okay. Makes
Yeah.
sense.
All right, so Drez deftly throws a knife into the dark. Lord of the Rings. And it lands and hits the goblin zombie for a devastating 14 damage. It doesn't seem phased though, and it just continues kind of, moaning and not really knowing where and what direction to go in, but it definitely smells some flesh that it hasn't smelled in a while. So I believe you have 2 actions remaining, yes? Because you just threw that knife. That was it.
Yes. So let me see here.
Map it.
Yeah, I'm just going to take the penalty and throw another knife.
So, following his first comes an even deadlier missile into the room, devastating the goblin zombie. And it too pulsates and it explodes. But this time, due to the ranged capabilities of your rogue, it doesn't hit anyone. So for this, you all receive... Let me end it this time. There we go. So for this encounter, you all receive 20 XP. Congratulations. Now we are back to exploring, and you can all enter into this room and see what's going on with, you know, the east wall and the south wall, if you trust that the room is in fact safe to enter. So, most of you, I believe, yes. Let me pull the cameraman up in here. What was that for? Oh, perception.
For perceiving.
Perceiving things. Hold on, let me, oops.
Man, these rooms are hella small, eh?
You're hella small, eh?
Wow. Alright, let me pull the cameraman up in here for the video. Alright, cool. So, your rogue attempts to perceive what it is in this room that is glowing in the south wall, and or what this chunk out of the eastern wall may be. And he is successful, although, to your dismay, he can tell, and really to anyone that looks at it, you could tell that this is some sort of message scrawled on the wall in some sort of, you know, bioluminescent substance that is emitting the faint glow you detected. Unfortunately for the rogue, he cannot tell what it says because it's a language he does not understand. However, he does notice that the section of the eastern wall, the ranger, I should say, noticed, is in fact some sort of rudimentary tunnel. In fact, now that you're all in the room, you can clearly see that part of the pile in the middle is debris that has been removed from this hole. However, you can't tell like anything that's inside of it without moving closer to the entrance and peering closer and concentrating.
Go ahead, Therok. Peer close and concentrate.
I mean, I can send my skunk.
Can I do a force open on the hole in the wall?
Oh, it's open. Think like Shawshank Redemption escape tunnel. It's like a tunnel that's been dug out, or crudely anyway, dug out. So part of what's in the middle of the room is like rubble, rocks, and dirt, and all this kind of stuff.
So it's big enough for all of us to fit through.
We should
It's only about 5 feet wide. So I mean, you know, maybe two of you side by side, but pinched.
Can I force it to be a wider opening to where we're not limited to 2 people?
No. That would take some kind of, you know, godlike feat of strength, because you're
talking to Therok Grimmane.
You're a dwarf and you're underground, but I mean, if you just push, if you push on the sides of this rudimentary, crude tunnel, that's just gonna cave in.
I'm sufficiently libated as well.
I mean,
Yeah, so I
if
go
you
ahead
want to
and-
do that, I mean, that's your, But we're kind of going out of order here. We could keep going in order.
that's fine.
Drez has examined the room and noticed that the writing is what's on the southern wall, and that there is a tunnel, in fact, a hole, crudely as it may be dug in the eastern wall here. So, Heka, what would you do?
Can anyone speak Goblin? Understand Goblin? I think that's Goblin writing. Like, I'm thinking that those goblins might have been trapped in here. They were trying to get out, and then they wrote a message before they died, and then they became zombies.
I'll take a look at the writing and see if it's something I can understand.
All right, you want to roll and let's see. So you look at it and it's not a language you understand, but do you want to roll like a recall knowledge? Don't you have a thing that lets you recall knowledge with occultism or something like that? Let's see. Oh, well, you could do it with, occultism. So I would tell you it's not a language that you speak, but you could do a recall knowledge to attempt to discern it.
Okay, so just an occultism roll.
Mm-hmm. So, the witch Heka looks at this writing, and though it's not a language that she speaks, it is one close to one she understands, and she's able to discern it is in fact draconic. And it simply says, "Beware, mighty dragons."
Alright, so that monster in that room is probably a dragon then.
The dragon.
Like we guessed.
No, that definitely means that the dragon should beware because they knew we were coming.
Oh.
That's gotta be what it means.
How big do you think a dragon is? It's in a room in a crypt? It's a baby dragon.
Yeah, dragons come in all shapes and sizes.
Okay, fine. It's fucking the Ghost Rider in that room.
It's a Ghost Rider dragon?
The Ghost
The
Rider.
dragon
Alec.
fucking the Ghost Rider? Is that what you said?
It's Alec the Ghost Rider.
Alright, so
Dragon's fucking Alec.
with that,
I'm all kinds of confused now.
Nej-
Who's saying what to who?
Neji, what will you do in this room?
Okay, so there's a hole in the ground and there's a wall. There's a hole.
There's
in the
a
wall, or-
hole in the wall. Yeah, like
Okay.
they were digging a tunnel, which, it doesn't take a cartography expert to
Okay.
realize is in the direction of Breach Hill.
Oh. Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
that's no bueno.
I go, oh shit, and then I end my turn.
Wow.
That's wow. That's it. Nothing else.
So helpful.
GG. So Therok, what will you do in Neji's apathy?
I make my way to the opening and squeeze through.
Okay, so as you press your grubby dwarf face into the hole, the stench of alcohol, which would raise the dead, does just that. And out of this crudely dug hole pours a horde of goblin zombies.
Oh man.
Let's fucking go! Here we go!
They quickly surround the whole party, leaving no one out of danger. Even though these shambling, mindless creatures are unable to have any kind of coordinated direction, they just pour out of the hole at such a rate you can't stop them from taking positions just all over the room. So, with that, an encounter has begun. Let's clear off stuff from the old encounter.
Well, what's the play here? What's the play here? Are we gonna try and escape, or are we gonna fight them?
I think we need to get. Yeah, we need to get.
Get in the
We
hallway.
need to get out
in the
because there's
hallways.
way too many. The splash damage is going to be
Yeah.
too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Wait,
gotta
that's-
get into the
Oh
hallway.
shit. Mary, that's. I don't know. Whatever. I'll use it. I was still in stealth for that initiative roll, but that's fine.
I think I can make a re-roll it. Maybe.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. Nope. Let's see. Oh, well, it's just letting me re-roll it. Let's see. What is your stealth?
Well, I was out of stealth, right? So it's just a normal perception check for my initiative. So it's +8 for that. For my initiative roll.
Okay, so yeah, if I re-roll it, it's just on your what you have it set to. There you go.
+8. Oh. My other one was better.
Careful what you wish for, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. Whoop, why's that guy? There we go. Oh, I didn't know I could do that. Womp, womp.
Oh. Well,
Nice.
we kind of lucked out there.
Alright, so this encounter, as you identified, poses maybe a hidden danger that if all these goblin zombies start popping off, it's going to be like pretty ugly. So, with that in mind, Wesley, it's your initiative.
Well, you guys, we're all in agreement that we're going to retreat back, right?
Yeah, I would retreat back to the room at the end of the hall.
Yeah. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I'm going to line up here.
Hold on a second.
Is it-
As you approach the end of the hall,
God damn it.
the door slams shut with magical energies that will require you
What?
to succeed at an athletics check to pry it open.
All right. So
Let me. Oh, come on.
that's what I'm gonna do.
Mary, we have to tumble through these people to get past them, right? If we're surrounded, right? Is that how that works?
You would, yes sir. Well, and look here, I'll make it more uniform on the squares. That one I gotta kind of leave because he's right in between y'all. Alright, there we go. Alright, so you struggle mightily, but this door will not come open.
Well, I moved. That's one turn. The second turn is athletics check. So, third turn, another athletics check. We gotta pry this door open. No.
You got your hero point to use. Wes.
You try again, but the door it barely budges.
Yeah, I'm gonna use that hero point.
All right, so re-roll that again.
Yeah, just take it. Okay, it's right click. There we go. Ooh.
Wow. Oh man.
So
All good rolls, like you said.
you
Told told you.
You attempt to open the door once more, but this time your fingers get stuck in the door and you're immobilized.
Not good, boys.
So with that, let's see. Why did it put? Oh, you re-rolled your initiative somehow, because you were up at the top. No, you're down at the bottom.
Yeah, all those athletics checks you did those as initiative rolls.
Oh, yeah, he was up at the top. So,
Yeah.
all right. With that, the goblin zombie in the back of the room attempts to shamble forward, but he just bumps into his compatriot, Drez. What will you do?
All right, first thing I'm doing is I'm moving to right here. And if I scatter caltrops right here, are Neji and Therok going to have trouble getting over those, or are those only going to affect zombies?
I would make them do an athletics check to move through it without getting hurt.
Alright, so I'm not going to...
Says the first creature through would have to, so I would guess one of them, whoever went first.
Alright, I'm not going to burden them with that, so no caltrops. I'm just going to move to the door here. And I'm going to attempt to open it myself. You said athletics check?
Mm-hmm.
Son of a bitch.
0 point.
You struggle mightily, but the door doesn't budge for you either.
Yep, 0 point to reroll.
If this is a 1, I'm gonna... Alright, I'll take it. 24.
Alright. With renewed vigor, you take a few steps back and you plow into the door, and it bursts open, freeing Wes from his immobilization. There we go. And you end up on the other side of it. And so is that will be you moved
I
and busted
moved
it.
twice and busted the door,
So
so,
you-
that should be good for me.
You moved twice? Oh, because you were inside. That's right.
Yeah.
Or in the door. I gotcha. So with that, Therok, you are surrounded, but always having your back is your goblin friend Neji. What will you do?
Hold on one sec.
Through his drunken haze, Therok is having trouble distinguishing the goblin zombies from his companion Neji.
Wow.
Those IPAs, man. Those Galarian IPAs.
I have a plan here. I need to... What's a really loud creature in Pathfinder?
Like a loud screeching something.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have 2 left in here. We have Heka and Neji, correct? Aside from myself.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to tumble through this goblin.
The one right in front of you.
Yeah, to the south of me, so that I'm going to try to make my way to the door.
Okay, I got you. So 3, yeah. Booyah. So
Alright,
you'll
it says
be-
success. I'm assuming I'm at the door now.
Yeah, you'll be like right here with the skunk.
Alright. And then against this same goblin, I'm going to trip him.
You're gonna trip a zombie. Okay.
Nope.
Or I just land on my face and block the door.
So, in his drunken state,
Would I nudge bait that, or would a +1 not help?
You know what? Hero point on that.
it would make it not a crit fail. Well, heck, what is your thing that adds one?
Nudge fate. I can
Yeah.
fail an attack roll, skill check, or save, and a +1 would turn a critical fail to a failure, or failure to
You can
to
make
a success. I grant a +1 bonus retroactively.
can make that you can make that fail instead of a crit fail, and he won't be prone.
Hold on to it for a little bit. Let me use my hero point to reroll.
Yeah,
It's a
hero
cantrip.
point would be better.
That's a cantrip for me.
Yeah,
Hero
but
point
using
makes
using
sense.
hero point and maybe getting a success
Yeah.
would definitely
He
be better than
he
just
can do
roll
that as many times as he wants to. Yeah, well, I think you just can't do it same
Yeah,
turn.
but it's not like I can attempt to do it again, though, because I'll take a map penalty. So let me burn my hero point and then reroll.
Well, but okay, yeah. All right, if you want to do it, burn it.
It's gone. Oh, I'm about to roll the wrong thing. Hold on.
You said that right. Get ready. It's so
Why did it not show up? Oh, it did.
It did. You just he clicked too. So reversing fate, instead of going prone, the goblin zombie just falls flat on his face in front of Therok instead of Therok going prone.
What does prone give for debuffs?
So he's flat-footed and he's got to spend an action to stand up.
Okay.
I think
Do
that's
you have any more? Do you have any more actions, Teo?
no. That would be it. I
Actually,
think.
yeah, that would be.
Oh,
I
shit.
tumbled through and then.
Tumble through's one. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I should ask for aid to help me tumble through because my stat sucks for was it acrobatics?
Yeah, it's acrobatics.
Yeah.
Can I aid him?
Oh, he used up all his actions, so he can't.
No, I have one left. I'd
Oh,
only done two.
Yeah, so when you're prone, you have if you try to attack, it's -2 circumstance penalty. And all you can do is crawl and stand. And if you stand, you get up.
yeah. How can Teo aid me when I tumble through? Like, I guess you gotta come up with a story there, Teo, for how you're gonna help me.
You can do it.
I'm going to. Sensing his immense need, he's more. Let's say he's more likely to actually break a leg in a performance than he is to figuratively break a leg.
I like that.
I reach out and I grab my trusty minstrel here, and I hold my arms out for him to, take my hand and allow me to help him over the prone zombie if he should so choose.
All right, so you're preparing help for your last action, then. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So with that, the goblin zombie in the back of the room shambles forward. He salivates as he looks towards you, but seeing no way to get to you, he just kind of stumbles around in place at the edge of the garbage pile. Heka, what will you do to rid the party of this menace?
We'll go with haunting him, which is a jarring him. Only creatures in the area can hear. It's a 15-foot cone. Cast.
All right.
Trying to put the cone down.
I see it. I think we all
Okay.
see it. Yeah. Is it in front of you is what you want to
The
do?
one in front of me, yeah, with the
Yeah.
zombie. So, and it's a DC 19 Fortitude save for all of those zombies.
Nice.
Good luck, zombies. That's a tough one.
It's a, yeah, they got to do a DC, yeah.
Yeah,
I
19.
mean, I don't think any of them are going to hit that, but let's do it anyway.
Oh!
Wow.
Wow!
Oh my god.
Wow!
Fucking
We
zombies.
spoke too soon.
I don't think any of them are gonna
We
hit
switched our dice.
So, is it go just in front of you? That one to the side isn't.
No, just in front of me. I don't know why it dropped that second cone.
It's all good. We can take them off when we're done here. So, the two in the back suffer the worst consequences, and they, is it roll for damage? Yup. Oh sheesh. So, I think we both rolled and rolled the same thing.
Yep.
So roll one more time for the other one's damage. I won't do it. Is it always just 4? Oh, because it's your modifier. Duh.
Oh, yeah, that would do it.
Alright, so they both suffer 4 damage in the back, but the ones in the front here are just salivating. I think they like the hymn. So with that, you have...
One more action.
Yeah, was that one? Is that 2? Yeah, I see.
That is 2. So I'm going to get the hell out of that room.
Alright. So you barely squeeze by the fat ass, the dwarf.
Hey, I worked hard on that fat ass, okay?
It's saying that there's a wall and I can't move.
Oh, it's probably just because, let's see.
Badass.
You trying to just go in the hall right here or like around the corner?
Down one more, yeah.
Like that? Okay.
Yep.
And there is a wall there, for sure.
Yeah.
The rock's fat ass. Alright. So, the plot thickens. The zombie to the west shambles forward with the dwarf in his sights, and he lunges with a strike of his putrid hand. So he hits Therok, and as soon as he damages the dwarf, he not only suffers a bludgeoning hit, but he's now stuck to the goblin zombie by either some sort of putrid filth or who knows what excretion.
Yeah, I've had worse.
What's affect his attempt to aid me, Mary?
I don't think so, because it's just, well, yeah, no, because it's triggered by your action, but he is,
Yeah. So okay.
I mean, he's grabbed, but like what? I guess it depends on how he describes his aid. How about that?
Well, he's like
I just held my hands out
yeah.
to help him across.
Or you like scurry up his back and butterfly dive off of his head into the hallway. All right, so what will you do? Think about it a second. Let me go to the bathroom.
All right. So I'm gonna attempt to tumble through, meaning Teo has to roll a skill check to help me that applies to reaching your hand out. Then you have to beat a DC 20. I believe that's how that works. And if you beat it, then I get a +2 circumstance bonus, I think.
I think we might need to help the Rock out, no? Like, he's kind of stuck with, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zombies before his turn again.
Yeah, once I can get through and in a safe spot, I can cast Sanctuary on him or something. Or, I could make him invisible. Or I could cast like a big ass dragon in the back of the room and distract the zombies.
All right, thinking time over.
Okay,
Way
Mary,
ahead of
so
you.
I'm going to tumble through. So Teo has to pass a DC 20 skill check that applies to his aid.
Right.
I think that's how that works, right?
That is right. Based on what he described would be what, acrobatics? Yes.
It's like athletics or acrobatics, I would imagine.
I would say athletics, right? Because he's not doing it; he's helping
Right.
you do it.
Yeah.
Although, I mean, rolling on the same thing, I mean, it'd be, I guess, his choice, and I can see which one he's gonna pick.
I would say athletics is probably the more accurate. No, I mean,
No, that's
just
correct. That's correct, though. Yeah,
Yeah,
because you pick based on
Now,
what you said and what you
what do
said.
I roll it against?
You just roll.
DC 20.
Yeah, you just roll. It's DC 20. You gotta be.
It'd be a 20. It's a hard roll, but
Well, you gotta get a 21, right? Tie goes to me.
does it?
I think so.
Oh.
Well,
Well,
now we gotta find out.
Let's see. Let's see what it is.
I'm pretty sure. Let's see.
Here, let me put 8 back on here. There you go.
Let's see.
Oh, it's really the typical is DC 20, but it's up to your discretion to increase or decrease the amount depending on the difficulty.
Have you met Mary?
I
Well,
know.
I mean, I
Yeah.
think it would be pretty difficult because
Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't say about a tie here.
well, he's all grabbed up though. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
let's see.
I mean, this is good. We're practicing the mechanics, right? So.
Okay, so it's whoever. That's just really not helpful at all. It said whoever is determined to be like. So I think he would win in this instance because he's the one initiating it. So he's the.
Okay.
I think. I mean, I think it's very, like, subjective, depending on your table and what y'all. I mean, what would y'all like to do going forward? I have been doing it where the house wins in the tie, because I think I read that first somewhere.
Well, I mean, ideally, I'd want it, but I'm wanna. I'm biased in this situation.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Let's see. Oh yeah, he already. Yeah. I mean, I don't think there's really a definitive answer, and I have been playing it that the GM wins because I read that first. So PSE. I would say, okay, so this is defenders always win. This is on Paizo forums. Let's see. Okay, so no, it's if it equals or exceeds. So I've been doing it wrong. So
Okay.
a tie wins. Yeah.
Alright.
So
Hold on.
you successfully do tumble through.
No. Well,
What?
sorry. I'm gonna shoot myself in the foot here, but so he succeeds. So when I do tumble through the check for that, it adds a +2. Because for the 8, that's what the 8 does. It adds +2.
Right, because it's
bonus.
just a yeah. So you
So I still
do.
gotta roll.
That's
for
what I
tumble
meant. You
through,
do.
right?
That's what I meant. You do tumble through, but add circumstance +2. Yeah,
Right,
on the
right, so I gotta-
box that pops up.
So I'm going to tumble through. I have to. It's like you treat the block as a difficult terrain, right? Is that how that works?
Not do you for tumble through? Yeah, because it's a creature, which just means you move half speed.
Okay, so
I believe, yeah.
Meaning, if I tumble through him, the most I can go is 20. So 10, 25 speed, right?
What's your speed?
30.
So you can move 15. It's half.
No, because like it's only the portion that I need to tumble through that gets halved, right? Or am I understanding?
So
that wrong?
the square through him is 10 feet. Yeah.
Okay.
So you can
So-
move 15 out. You said you're 25.
So no, it's 30.
Oh.
My speed is 30.
So you can move 20 after you get past, like when you get to the rock, you can move 20.
Okay, so I'm gonna move here if I do succeed. It's still in line of sight of the rocks, but I'll roll my was it acrobatics?
I will, yeah.
Alright.
Well, so click that box, but then add the circumstance,
Right.
so you can change the number. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
Ooh.
didn't even need him.
Well,
Nice.
Alright. So. Alright.
So yeah,
Here.
you easily move through. So you scurry up the dwarf's back and flip into the hallway successfully.
And then I cast Sanctuary on Therok. We got spell casting, target him.
Oh, sorry, I closed the door by accident. Hold on. Let me get my thing back. There you go.
Oh, it's not even a check. You just put the buff on them, Mary.
Yeah, that's the thing. Remember, there wasn't an effect for that.
Yeah.
And I kept forgetting it, so. Let me see, though. Maybe I can do this one. No, it don't do nothing.
Alright, so that's 2 actions. I am at 2 out of 3 first level spells now. And I'm done my turn. Oh,
Yep.
I cast it on myself.
Do you have a buff on you?
That's I have the icon on me.
No, that's Driya's. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, his mage
Heka's mage armor. Yeah, it does look the same. Alright, so with that, the low moaning of the goblin zombies continues as another one attempts to move towards you, but he just bumps into his companion.
So
The-
Mary,
Hmm.
technically here, so there's Therok is in 1 square, and then there's 3 squares surrounding him. So only 3 zombies can really attack him, right?
So these zombies are small creatures.
Also,
So they
how many
could
can
fit.
fit?
They could fit 2 in a square at least.
Oh, okay.
Or
Alright.
2 in a 5-foot space. So The zombie in the corner attempts to bumble forward, but now it's just a clown car. He doesn't get any further than one step in front of him. Yet again, that's the wrong zombie. So yet again, the zombie stumbles forward after standing up and tries to attack our beloved dwarf, Therok.
He has to do a will save.
Still stuck to the first zombie. He suffers a penalty and takes a hit. You talk about...
Sanctuary.
Yeah, do your will save first. What is that against again? Creature attempts to save. Oh, the creature has to attempt a will save against what?
You are the creature with protective energy that deters enemy attacks. Creatures attempting to attack the target must attempt a will save each time.
And
Would it be against the
DC is it's your spell DC.
Yeah.
So what is your bonus to spell casting? So it'd be 19. 19 is what the zombie's got to hit.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not gonna hit that.
Yeah, they'll hit that easy.
You've said that before.
Fucking A.
All right, let me click in here.
As long as you don't attack him or anything, Teo, you should be shielded.
All right, so the zombie attempts to hit the rock, but this time his putrid, sticky hand bounces off the ward of magical energy surrounding the dwarf. And with that, from the back of the room, let's see. Why is it not moving these guys forward like it should? Yes. It should be on this last one. From the back of the room, the other zombie just shambles forward once more until he bumps into his companion. Round 2 begins with Wesley, the now freed ranger, at the end of the hallway. What will you do?
That's a good question. I can't see where the rock is, but he might need help.
You could pull out a torch, I guess, right?
No, I need to get to that door. I need to get to that door and, well, start like whittling down some zombies.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Right?
Yeah, I don't think there's much you can do then at this point. Just maybe ready.
I don't really want to. Like, I think I
Yeah,
can
then-
still get.
You would just be waiting if you did, what is it? It's not ready, it's the other one. Where you step out and you can come back in whenever you want to.
Oh,
Oh.
For the turn order.
Yeah, when you can come back in at the end of somebody's turn.
Oh,
Hold action.
I mean, it's something like that.
Yeah, that's what D&D called it.
Yeah.
yeah, you can do, I mean,
So what that is you can declare that you're, I forget what it's exactly called. It's waiting, essentially. And then what you can do is, after anybody else ends their, their turn this round, you can declare that you're coming back in.
can he do a ready before he does that, or does it have to be before he does any actions?
I think he can. No, I think it's what you said. He's got to do that and wait. I think I don't know though. That's
I forgot the
that's.
term. Otherwise, I could look it up.
I know. So did I. But yeah, basically you can wait, and come back in because you don't know like what's gonna be best right here, if that makes sense.
Right. I kind of want them to funnel through and turn that corner from the door too. So, is the rock rooted right now? Can the rock?
He's being held. He would have to do a DC 15.
Mary, it's called
on his
delay.
turn. Delay. Yeah, there you go. What's the other one? Delay and
Ready?
ready. It's just those two. Okay. So
What
yeah,
if that zombie?
if
What
you
if that zombie that's grabbing him dies?
Well, it's gonna
then
explode on me. So
it's not grabbing him anymore. Yeah, it's just exploding.
Yeah, that's not good either. Okay. All right. So that's. Can I move and then ready, or does it take up my whole turn?
You can move and ready. Yeah. I think
Yeah,
ready's just one action, I believe. Is that right?
Yeah.
No,
Yes.
ready's
No,
ready's
it's
two.
two
It's
actions.
two. Yeah, so you could move and ready. Yeah.
Keyboard trouble. Okay. That should. Yeah, here. I think I can still. I can still hit, right? Do you know the range of my bow, Mary?
About 60 feet, I think.
Yeah.
more than 30.
That's
Yeah.
34 feet. Right
It should easily
Yeah,
go
it's
that
like
far.
50.
You know. I think
Yeah.
I think it should say. Let's see. It is.
Okay.
So you can volley 30 feet. But yeah, it's 100 feet.
Oh, perfect. All right, so that's. I'll plant here and I'll ready.
All right. What are you gonna ready anything specific or just an attack?
I'm going to ready an attack.
Hunted shot.
Well,
I can't. Because
he's
I
got a
need
hunt
the
prey on it. Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So actually, let me see. Yeah, yeah, just a shot, not a hunter shot, just a regular shot.
Okay. And what's gonna be the trigger for it? Like, what's gonna make that attack happen?
The second the zombie steps into that hallway
Okay.
through the door.
Okay. First zombie through the door gets shot.
Mhm.
All right.
Mine's
Oh.
more.
I like it. So, with that, the zombies in the room just continue. Whoa, buddy. Just continue shambling towards the door. Drez, you hear the moaning getting concentrated in the room, but you are essentially in safety right now. What will you do?
I am first. I'm going to, since I'm in the dark, I'm going to sneak. We're going to stealth.
All right. Well, and yeah, nothing can see you right now, so you are free to do that.
Okay. I just did a dice roll in it private for some reason.
So,
Oh, nice.
yep, you are undetected and can move undetected.
All right. Rather than moving, I am also going to ready. I am going to be standing by with a throwing knife, and the trigger is going to be any zombie that is through the door left standing after Wes's trigger goes off.
Layered. All right.
Smart.
So, excuse me. So, Therok, you are immobilized. You can get rid of the effects of immobilized by rolling a DC 15 fortitude check.
And is that an action or?
Or no, not fortitude check, excuse me. It's against his fortitude DC, so it's got to be a 15 athletics check to get free of him.
All right.
Because he's got you in a lot of states, but they're caused by being immobilized. Or at least immobilized is causing you to be flat-footed to him. So, you are now no longer immobilized by this guy. Hold on. There we go. So, with a swift kick, you're able to dislodge yourself from the goblin zombie's grasp. You are now free to take your actions.
All right. I'm going to shove this zombie that grabbed me backwards into his fellow zombies.
Okay, that's this one right here.
It's the one I've got targeted, right?
What color are you? Blue? No, it's
So
that one.
All right.
Yeah, that one.
Nice.
Oof. So, getting your hand disgustingly sticky and nasty, you shove this goblin zombie back into the pile of trash and rubble in the center of the room, and he lets out a disgusting kind of scream of pain. You have one action remaining.
Oh, just one?
Just run, dude.
Yeah, so I move to the outside of the door.
You could probably go all the way. There's not many. I think we should be okay. Me and Driya here. Up to you.
I still have Sanctuary on me, right?
Yeah, you do. Well, oh wait. To break free, is that considered a hostile action?
The shove was. The shove was a...
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, I no longer have it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I will go ahead and move further back to where... Let's see. Can I move all the way to where Drez is? Yeah, that's 20 feet.
Yeah.
Make sure to get behind me if you can. When we get the path clear, I'll throw some.
I can't get all the way behind you. I can just get right up to you.
That's gonna be fun
So
for those
short
triggers.
legs.
Wait, your speed's 20, Tail?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
He's fat.
I'm fat. Leave me alone.
Alright, so with that, the grumbling in the room, the moaning, it just gets louder as the zombies concentrate even further towards the door.
Did you shut the door behind you?
I didn't have an action left. I was going to completely disable the door and lock them all in there. But
Heka, what will you do?
Run. Just run, man.
Um,
Just run. There's only one
no,
more zombie until my turn, so
yeah,
don't waste
I'll mage hand the door shut to buy us a little time.
Kamikaze familiar. Kamikaze familiar.
Hey, it's almost midnight here, so we're about to rest. So
Actually,
we're gonna
yeah,
get
you know
familiar.
what? The problem is my touch stuff isn't gonna hurt zombies.
Ooh.
Let
It
me see what
doesn't.
spells you have here.
It doesn't. Like the chill touch doesn't fuck up the undead. It just makes them flat-footed.
Just makes them cold.
if anything, that might preserve the zombie longer.
Can I store Gouging Claw in the skunk and have him just hang out at the door and wait for a zombie to come through?
You'd use up all your turns, though. wouldn't you?
That would use up all 3 of my turns, yeah.
You might want to get out of that hallway.
Yeah,
Right.
I'd be more worried about getting out of this hallway first, G. I wouldn't worry
'Cause
about.
You guys.
Here's my
find it
idea. This door that we're standing behind, the 3 of us, if
someone
we-
closed it.
yeah, if we can collapse this door and lock it, I mean, zombies
Right,
not
yeah.
smart enough to get it open.
Yeah, just run,
If-
man.
If
So,
you guys will just.
I'll
I
mage
mean,
hand-
you could do
I'll
that,
mage hand
but
the
I
other door shut, and then run out of the hallway. Because that'll get us time to collapse that other door.
okay.
Yeah, as long as you have actions to get out.
Well,
Yeah, my mage hand thing's gonna be 2, and then I can still go 30 with the 1 action, right?
well, so here's the question. Are you going to try to sustain the mage hand spell and like hold the door closed, or are you
No,
just
just
gonna
shut it.
just shut it?
Just shut
Okay.
it.
Then yeah, that would be 2, and then what else are you gonna do?
Run out of the hallway.
All right. So the door is closed. And where are you guys gonna move? All the way down there? All right.
And that's my 3.
So, inside the room, the shuffling just continues to concentrate. Neji, you're in the hallway. The door's closed. What will you do?
I run away. I get behind Drez, and then what else can I do here? Not really much else I can do.
Grab
I'm-
something heavy that we can barricade the door with once we get it closed.
Inspire courage. I need help on my.
Sure. I
disabled
will.
device.
Okay, so I'll do a lingering composition, and then I'm gonna do an inspired courage, Mary.
All right. That makes it last what? A certain number?
Depending on the roll, right?
Is it?
Attempt a performance check. The DC is usually standard difficulty.
So, 15.
Yeah. Alright. This is an easy roll to beat. Unless I get a crit fail.
Don't jinx it like that.
One sec.
That could never happen.
What are the odds?
One. Okay.
Oh, scary.
Alright, so
So it makes it last
turns.
3 turns.
Yeah.
So just everybody will have to put it on you. So inside the room, the grumbling, the growling, the shuffling, the moaning, the groaning continues. Let's see, where's this guy at? Okay. And as you hear it intensify, the unthinkable happens. Unlike the door that trapped Wes momentarily, under the weight and pressure of all these zombies, this door just gives way, and spilling out into the hallway. Wait, that's the wrong guy. Spilling out into the hallway begins the zombie horde towards you.
that should have triggered Wes's attack, right?
Yes,
Me too.
we're about to hit it. So, this lead zombie that first stepped into the hall has triggered Wes's attack. So, Wes, roll an attack against this bad boy. Was that against the zombie? No, that was
No.
against yourself. So
I
you
was about to say, I thought 15 should hit.
Yeah.
thankfully missed yourself. Yeah, get this guy. There
This
you
guy?
go. Yeah, you got him. And then give yourself back an arrow. Alright.
Right.
Wesley finds his mark and plunges an arrow into the first goblin zombie that entered the hall, dealing a devastating 12 damage. It's immediately followed up by a thrown dagger from Drez. Let's see it.
Is this guy flat-footed towards me? Because I'm still hidden, right? Or still sneaking?
Yeah, you're sneaking. He is for sure.
Hell yeah.
Following the arrow comes an even more deftly placed thrown knife, and it crushes the goblin zombie. Just as before, he releases a terrible burst of damage. This time, though, it's his foes that will suffer. So let's see. I don't think they're gonna make this. Alright, so his closest foe suffers the repercussions of his death, taking 3 damage. One goblin zombie is defeated. Many remain. Clear that. Alright, round 3 begins. Wesley, you've just initiated a chain reaction of devastation. What will you do now?
Wes, reapply Inspire Courage on yourself.
Yes, here, I got you. Keeping in mind, there you go. Keeping in mind that every one of your party members is in your line of sight, so a critical failure might be devastating. We're talking like JFK magic bullet devastating.
I believe in you, Wes.
That's my first hunted shot. And
On this guy.
Hey, you can
Yeah.
you can grab the dice
That'll be
and
my
spin it around.
So,
I believe
crushing the goblin who second entered the hall, Wes shoots 2 bullseye shots. Roll your damage, sir. Critical.
Wow, you scored 2 crits.
Yeah.
wait, two crits?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's 2 crits, man, for both your shots.
Yeah.
Look at all that.
All right. Before the second shot lands, the zombie falls to the floor in a heap and begins to emanate and explode. Again, not harming the party, but splashing up on his companion.
I hate to be that guy though. The map wasn't applied on the second shot, but whatever. I think that this
Still would have
skeleton will
crit.
die regardless.
Well, no, the second one wouldn't have critted, but the first one killed him.
Yeah.
You know. So, his companion takes 2 fire damage from this rupture of his friend. And with that, you did hunt and shot, and hunt and prey. You still have 1 action, yes? could command Spriggin.
To do what? I don't think. Oh, there's another zombie. Okay.
Well, the zombies won't be able to hit Spriggin if he's that high up, right?
No, Spriggin could just do a flyby too.
The
Right.
ceilings in here are 10 feet tall, and there's a 5-foot emanation. So no, the splash necessarily would not hit him.
And
Alright,
goblins are
so-
pretty short too, so I don't think they'd be able to grab him either.
So I command Spriggin to attack that goblin with a flyby attack, and then fly back to me.
Okay. Let's get in here. So, Spriggin, listening to the command of his master, flies down the hall, and you want to hit him with which attack?
I think a flyby attack is just its own attack, is it?
But like, I think you can pick which attack you want him to do. Oh, it's Talon Strike. So never mind, you can't pick. Alright, so he swoops in with his talons, pecking at this goblin zombie, damaging him for 3 more. And then just as quickly as he flew in, he flies back down the hallway to his master. And with that, another goblin zombie shambles past his companion and steps into the place. Let me hide that dead one. And steps into the place of his dead compatriot. I'm just gonna remove here. Well, there we go. That's what I'm trying to do. Ugh. Wrong one. There we go. I'm just moving those so you guys can see them. Or see better. Alright, so he slips into the hallway right here, taking the place of the first dead zombie. And with that, Drez, it is now your turn to defend.
Alright. I'm going to throw caltrops in this square right here. I don't know exactly what we need to do to get that done.
Let's see. I don't know if we have to represent them anyway, or we can just say they're there.
Are we,
Are
are we gonna plan on break the wall down or something? Block the entrance? Or are we just gonna...
I think that's a good idea. Like,
item.
I mean, like I can put caltrops there. That'll slow them down. I can throw a dagger, and then maybe we slam the door and start stacking shit in front of it.
Yeah.
You want to put them right here?
Yeah, right there will be fine.
Alright, so we'll just have to... I think we just remember they're there. And the first one that walks in there will have to do that check.
Alright, and then I'm going to target this dude here.
In the back? Oh no, right
Now
here.
the front one.
In the front.
Oof. Good roll.
Landing another throwing knife. The party is getting a little scared of how well Drez is at killing people, or creatures, or beasts, or things, or anything he throws a knife at. The goblin zombie takes 30 damage, and again he ruptures, splashing his companion once again, just barely. This time though, he's just out of range and it doesn't cause him any harm. And so you have 2 actions remaining, sir. Yes?
Did the throwing the caltrops down count as one?
Oh yeah. I think it is 1.
Alright, well I'm just going to take aim at this zombie down the hall. And we'll see what happens with the penalty.
Map it.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, this dagger does not follow the last two and lands squarely in the wall just past the vile creature. Therok, protected by a ward of magic. What will you do?
I shouldn't be protected anymore. I attacked a zombie, but
Oh, yeah. Well, and didn't we read about that?
Hostile.
But didn't
It's a
we?
hostile action.
Yeah, it's a hostile because we were thinking that it said something about like you would have to roll to get through it, I think. But then we figured out it was only like hostile actions against you. Like it comes down for you to hit.
So it's if he uses a hostile action, the shield comes off.
Oh, okay, yeah.
and
that
I
was
did
it.
shove a zombie into
And
it.
you shoved
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I got
it
you.
can stay on him forever until he, casts a hostile action.
Yeah,
So, like,
that was
a
it.
cla-
Yeah.
Like a class that's like pure support, like it's perfect.
Yeah,
Like, it'll never
protects
come
you.
off. Yeah.
All right, so I want to attempt to disable this door, to close it and make it to where it will not come open.
Okay, how are you going to achieve that?
I have a disabled device.
Okay. So the door, I mean, it doesn't have any discernible like contraption. As far as you know, what held it before was occult, arcane in nature. Who knows? But there's no discernible like thing to disable to like keep it shut. In fact, you guys haven't attempted to shut it since you forced it open.
I think it'd be the best to try that. It's probably an athletics check, right?
It would be.
It would be a disabled device check.
Oh.
Or are you talking about closing the door?
Trying to close it, yeah. But he's talking about he wants to like close it and then like smash it somehow. But it took you quite an effort to get this door open. So I would say, the first thing you have to do is close it. And as you grab hold of this door, it's not like the other ones that you've encountered so far in the crypts. It doesn't easily move on its hinges. So you will need to succeed at an athletics check to try to get it to budge.
Also, I just thought of something. If you guys had let me try to widen that tunnel, all these zombies would have been crushed in the collapsing tunnel. Just throwing that out there.
I mean, I don't think it
Wait a
was us
sec.
that stopped you.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and attempt to close the door. So just a straight athletics check.
Mm-hmm. So, you grab a hold of the door, fully expecting it to, fight against your whims to close it, considering the great effort that it took to get it open. But surprisingly, you find that in fact it's feather light, and as you slam it shut, it just breaks into a million pieces, like the one the goblins just shattered. And now there's no more door there.
But there should be a pile of door, right?
There's just like indiscernible splinters of things. It's almost like it was 1,000 years old, and it all of a sudden aged in a matter of seconds, and it just kind of splintered into dust and little tiny fragments.
So we can't use it.
jeez.
It's gone pretty much. Yeah.
Did we just kill all of them?
Well, I was going to try to make my way through, but somebody threw caltrops in the way.
Look,
I mean,
I'm
all you got to
saving
do is
lives.
succeed at the check, and they don't hurt you.
But does it mess them up?
No,
Jump over 'em.
I don't
Just
think it
do a
would.
long
They'd
jump,
still
do
be
a
there.
jump over 'em.
Just
Just
do
do a long jump.
a long jump, yeah. You need to stride though, right? There's like a run up to it to be able to do it.
Let's see.
There's my long jump.
So what is
Success. That's against the DC, right? Basically.
So you leap normally. You're able to go. Let's see. Speed is at least 15 feet.
10 feet.
Yeah, 10 feet. Because what's your speed's 20, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this goblin is just out of my reach, right? Yeah, 8 feet.
Yep.
Intimidate don't work on dead things, right?
On zombies? Yeah, no, probably not.
You know, these are goblin zombies, so you could, if there was something you know, knew goblins were afraid of, you could maybe try.
I'm aware of the mindless stat, Mary. But
What?
I'm sure.
What?
But I'm what? What?
I haven't introduced that yet.
And that poor rulebook I've been reading. I'm assuming like dead things would have mindless status. I haven't looked that up.
They do, in fact, possess mindlessness, so you would be unsuccessful in trying. I mean, they're brainless, right? They're not husk zombies, meaning controlled by like some other force. They're just regular brains.
But like intimidate would work on ghosts though. I'm pretty sure. They're
Yeah, sentient. Yeah.
Let's see. For my last action, I'm going to chug a healing potion.
Oh. There's rules with that now, right?
Oh, I gotta take it out. Okay. Fair
Is
enough.
it in your bag, or do you have it?
It's in my bag, yeah.
Oh yeah, you're fucked.
Okay, fair enough. Then I just finished my turn.
All
Well,
right.
I could be just like, hey Therok, how hurt are you from a rating of 1 to 10? Then I'll just heal you.
2.
Alright.
Inside or outside?
Both.
All right. So, with that, the shambling continues, and you just hear more footsteps coming closer to the door. What will you do, Heka?
Hey Driya, your mage hand, is that a level 1 spell?
It is a magic item I bought.
Oh,
when we were
okay.
in town, so I
That's
don't
awesome.
have to waste a spell slot.
That is amazing.
I think I'm going to telekinetic projectile some of the door at the zombie down here.
Okay, the one at the end of the hall right here.
Yeah. How do you guys do that?
So you obviously in the Citadel here, there's a lot of like rubble and debris and all that. So, I mean, you would just describe what type of object you telekinetically pick up.
Yeah, I'm gonna use part of the door we just broke, but that way you just tagged him with that spinning thing, crossy thing.
Oh, you just hold down, click, and it should ping.
That's not actually targeting them though.
Oh, okay.
We need to do the circle.
Yeah.
The circle icon to do it.
Yeah,
Okay.
but just to like if you're talking about a specific,
Yeah.
you know, yeah.
Because I keep like waving the mouse on my screen and then remembering you guys
Yeah.
can't see it.
Yeah.
It's just a ping. That's all it is.
Okay. So yeah, I'm going to do the telekinetic projectile with some of our newly broken door.
All right.
That would be like sharp damage or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, it'd be piercing.
Piercing.
Yeah, little splinters. So it's 1d6 plus what's your modifier? It's like 9 or something crazy. Yeah.
9.
Put Inspire Courage on you before you do it.
Here, I got you. Oop.
Oh, came off.
Yeah, we both did it. I did it again. There you go.
Okay, it's on.
Yep.
Yeah, it's on. Okay. So attack.
Yep.
Nice.
So that hit him. Let's see. So
Nice.
we didn't type it, but I don't think it would add anything to, because I mean he doesn't have any like armor or anything anyway. So there's nothing to like achieve against him. So using only the power of her mind, 1,000 splinters of the door that just disintegrated fly down the hallway, past Neji, past Drez, past Therok, and just pepper this goblin zombie with damage. He falls to a heap and again begins to emanate a foul smell, and then eventually it turns into a explosion. This time he hits his colleagues in the room. Failed. Failed. Didn't fail. Alright, so 2 of the 3 standing in range of this foul emanation suffer damage. Damage. Alright, here we go. Alright, barely a scratch, but a scratch nonetheless. So with that,
Third action is going to be moving up to the doorway.
alright, like here, like where the caltrops, right to where the caltrops are.
Just outside of the caltrops, yeah.
Okay. So, unfazed, another zombie. Let's see, let me get rid of this dead one, or at least move him. Unfazed, another goblin zombie appears through the doorway. He shambles down the hallway, straight at Therok, now unprotected by his magical ward.
He's moved in to attack of opportunity range.
Let's see, has he moved?
He's moved right in front of me.
He hasn't used I mean, that's a tough one because he's moved into the square.
Yep, a creature within your reach uses a manipulate action or a move action.
But he
that's-
wasn't within your
he wasn't
reach
in the
when he
square.
used it, if that
Yeah.
makes sense.
I think it's
Yeah,
only
so
like if
like-
he's leaving.
Yeah.
Square.
Start the movement within your reach.
What'd you say?
Does he have to start the movement within reach for the?
That's what I'm saying.
Attack
Yeah,
opportunity?
he didn't do it within your reach. He came within your reach, if that makes sense.
Alright,
That's what she
fair
said.
enough.
That's what she said. Yeah. All right. So, dodging the rules, the goblin zombie reaches out his foul hand once more. Therok is all too familiar with these goblin zombie hands. And he's hit once more. Oops. Wrong guy. Wrong guy. So, once again, Feeling the warm embrace of the goblin zombie, Therok is now grabbed. This time, though, the goblin zombie doesn't just, start moaning again. He makes a strike with his mouth, attempting to snap at that beautiful dwarf beard that he sees in front of him. And he lands a crushing bite to Therok's face for 4 damage.
And
Now,
I wasn't checked against anything.
no, man, it was
Okay.
it
Because I
was
was grabbed or whatever. Immobilized.
it was an action that he can
Got it.
do when he grabs you.
Okay.
So you now not only have the sticky, putrid whatever that's coming off of these goblin zombies' hands, your face and beard are covered with goblin zombie saliva.
I've had worse.
Neji, your closest ally, Therok, is in duress. What will you do?
Therok, are you hurt? Do you need some healing?
I think I'm good for another turn or two.
Okay.
I'm about half health.
I will.
Do your courage. Is it off or is it good?
Mine's good. Alright. I'm going to cast telekinetic projectile. I grab a piece of bone from one of these. They're not bone. They're zombies. They're not skeletons, right? Okay.
Yeah, there's several bodies, or like the leftovers, like their ankles, their feet and their
They've all
ankles are
been-
still there.
Zombies do have bones.
Well, but they all blew up.
Yeah. Well, that's fine.
But
I
they got
grabbed
their feet are all there, right?
I used the sling bullets that I picked up earlier, and I used that as my telekinetic projectile, targeting the zombie closest to tail.
This guy. Okay.
So cast attack, right? And then is that a hit, Mary?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a hit. Okay, and then damage.
All right. So, hurling sling bullets at the goblin zombie, Neji meets his mark and devastates, but does not kill, the goblin zombie closest to Therok.
Okay. I have one more action. Who's after me?
2 goblins.
2 goblins.
Yep.
That's.
We get 3 in a row after that, though.
I am going to aid Wes. And Wes, what are you planning to do? Like a bow attack? Right? Probably.
I'll give you only one guess on what I'm gonna do.
Okay. Alright. I'm gonna aid Wes by cheering him on, singing him like a song to help him focus,
Okay.
and then I will end my turn after that.
All right. So, again, it's almost getting to be, just routine at this point. A goblin zombie shambles through the doorway and into the hall. Right behind him, the same sight. So now 3 goblin zombies stand ready in the hall. Round 4 begins. Wesley, what will you do?
I am going to target this first, put a hunt prey on it, and I will do a hunted shot.
Wait, but that triggers my.
Yep.
If it's good,
So roll a
triggers my,
performance check to see if you give him or what level of
okay.
aid. Because
Maybe
it
he
could.
might-
Because it could. Well, no. The highest it could turn into is what, a +8.
Oh yeah.
So you could hold it though.
Can I hold it?
I think because it's a
I'll-
trick.
I'll wait. I'll wait for his second shot.
It's a trigger, yeah. So
Wes, are you planning on doing 2 shots?
do it with your map.
Yeah, that's fine. That.
Okay, I'll
Yeah.
save it for the next one.
Yeah, that's the one with the map.
Nice. So it's the same. So they both hit,
Yeah, it wouldn't have helped them, but alright, that's fine.
and you were shooting this one in the back. Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So the first shot crushes him for 13 damage, and then do the second one. And then another 9 damage, killing the goblin zombie that don't even need precision's edge or whatever.
Oh wait, and he didn't even have Inspire Courage, but that's fine. Would have still killed him regardless.
Yeah. Well, and it only could have got to a +4 at that point. So, this goblin, just like all the rest, detonates in range of his brothers. And they both suffer.
I gotta know how a goblin zombie has +2 dexterity.
I rolled the wrong thing. Because he
When all
wasn't.
your tendons snap, you can bend in all kinds of creative ways.
He wasn't always, you know. The damage is minimal though. They schleff off the fire, and they only take 1 damage. So that was 1 action, right? You just shot it, didn't you? Because you already had it. Yeah.
Yeah, that was. So I have 1 action left. So on that target.
Is hunted shot? Is hunted shot just 1? You should have 2, right? Or does it?
There was 2.
You'll
Yeah,
be
he
on
shot one in the
-10
back
now, right?
twice, but it's 1 action.
Yeah, it's 1 action, so it's still map 5, right?
You're at
Yeah, you'd
map
be at
-10
10,
now, 'cause it's
yeah.
your third
Yeah.
shot.
Third.
I would use something else.
Okay, so command animal, Spriggin,
All right.
and on that goblin zombie, I'll do a flyby attack. And he'll return to me after.
The one right here.
Is that the one closest to Teo? Because it's about to die in like 1 hit.
And
Not
if
the
you
one
kill
closest.
it,
No, he said the one with more health. The one
Oh,
that's behind him.
Yeah.
The one that
Yeah.
Teo's been fighting and it hit him. That one's lower health, you know.
and if you kill it, I'm no longer flat-footed, immobilized, or grabbed.
Yeah, that's why. I would kill that one.
Kill what? The one that's grabbing tail?
Yeah.
They're saying this one, yeah.
Well, it's gonna explode onto you.
You can
could
take it.
pro-
I'll heal
probably
him.
take
Yeah,
it.
I can withstand it.
I'll heal him on my turn.
Okay, so
So
yeah,
Talon
change it
hit
to the
him?
closest.
Alright.
Yeah, please. I'm taking.
Alright. So Spriggin swoops in with the Talon strike. Critically hitting the goblin zombie.
Nice.
Devastating
We're on point
him
tonight, guys.
for 6 damage. As
Except for
this
that door.
as this goblin zombie starts to pulsate and emanate, something strange happens. Unlike the other zombies that have exploded in a fiery burst, this one unleashes a cloud of poison.
Oh shit.
Oh, he's got to roll a So, Therok, roll a reflex save. Yeah, so he took...
Nice.
So somehow, perhaps because he's used to clouds of his own creation, Therok is able to deftly miss the foul emanation from this creature.
Drink poison all the time.
There we go. So, with that, Drez, what will you do?
All right, since Therok is standing in the hallway between me and this zombie right here, do I have enough cover to sneak?
I would say yes, because you're through this door frame and there's more than one body right here. There's actually multiple bodies that at this point are probably piled up upon each other.
And then Teo's kind of covering you.
Also he's a mindless creature. Also that was a crit. So yes, I would say that you are now hidden and he is flat-footed to you.
But he steps on his own caltrops.
I'm not even moving. All right, throwing knife.
Well, there's a crit.
Jesus
Nat
Christ,
20.
a 33? Wow.
Alright, once again, a throwing knife breaks the air in the crypt and lands square into this mindless zombie, crushing him to the ground. This time, he pulsates, he emanates, he explodes, and nothing happens. So, you have one action, I believe, yes.
Using that action to go stealthy.
Gotcha. You are stealthed. Therok, you've been grabbed. You've been bitten. You're covered in who knows what kind of vile secretions. What will you do?
I've had worse. I'm gonna long jump over the caltrops back into the room, away from this pile of goblin zombie bodies, because there's only one left, and why push fate?
Alright, let's see it. Alright, so you successfully leap what's your move? 20 feet? So you can jump 20 feet forward.
20 feet? Okay, well that means I scale everybody. How's that for a dwarf?
Oh, it's there you go. Yep. That's your leapt.
And now I pull a healing potion out of my bag.
Don't waste
Okay,
it.
so it's a one action to remove your backpack. It's another action to look in your bag and get the potion. And then
I don't remove my backpack. I just reach over my shoulder into my pack.
sorry, boss. You don't.
Okay, fine. I'll save it. Yeah, I really don't have anything to do. So.
But what we were saying earlier about like the wearing tools rule is like, when we rest or when we start, if you want to like, hang potions about yourself. I would say though, or at least the way I would try to play it is, these things are vulnerable. So someone like yourself who's usually on the front lines, probably not a good idea to have a bunch of glass vials hanging about your person while you're engaged in martial combat.
Yeah, you're probably right.
So, yes. So, with that, the sole remaining goblin zombie appears in the hallway. And I'm gonna temporarily move some bodies here. There are bodies all up and down the hallway. So, but he appears at the end of the hallway. He shambles halfway down and just kind of stops, drooling his foul secretion onto the floor. You guys notice that as it hits the ground, it kind of bubbles and steams. Heka, will you finish this battle?
We're gonna try. So we'll put Gouging Claw, which is a touch attack, on Senor Skunk, and then send him on a mission down the hallway to deliver that.
So, you spend an action to command your familiar, and you equip him with Gouging Claw.
Which is 2. And then he gets 2 actions. 1 action to deliver it, to go down the hall, and 1 action to
put it in.
Spell.
Yep. Where is he? Is he by you?
Yeah,
There he
I got
is.
him.
Oh, you got him? Okay, look,
Yep.
I moved him a little bit. You can move him the rest. Alright, so... what's this? Make a melee spell attack roll against his AC. So I guess, can you click that from your book? Just a roll? Just your plus 19? Let's see.
I have it in the,
Yeah, click where it says spell attack. And his AC is 12, so rip him.
Good.
Well, I think he did it against the wrong thing.
He did it against himself.
uh,
So, but that beats the goblin. The goblin's AC is 12, so you hit him. And what does it do? If you hit, you deal your choice of slashing pierce equal to 1d6 plus your spellcast modifier.
I don't know why it did 2d6.
Yeah. So let's do.
Because I just clicked the damage thing.
Cause it was you. It's against you, I think. I don't know. Well, maybe because of your. Is it modified by anything? It's plus your. No, yeah, it's not 2d6. Oh, is it heightened? Did you do it heightened?
No. I don't have any.
Oh.
So that heightening it and putting it at a level 1 spell
Heightening it makes it.
instead of a cantrip.
It makes it. It makes it 2d6.
But that would take up one of my level 1s, not a cantrip slot then. Right? Heightening it?
Oh, no.
Stance cantrips, they
It's
don't.
it's heightened because you're level 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's
The
automatically, yeah,
Cantrips heightened to half your level.
rounded up, right?
Gotcha.
Rounded up.
Yeah. So it's heightened. So that's why it's right. Yeah. Yeah. Bye, zombie. No. So, Sahira, the skunk, flies down the hallway, amazing the party once more by cutting through the air and delivering a devastating gouging claw spell, killing the goblin zombie and ending this encounter. It emanates and it explodes, but the skunk is levitating too far above this rotted, putrid corpse to be harmed, and it safely flies back to its master. Good skunk. And with that, this encounter has ended.
I collect my completely undamaged caltrops.
You notice that all of these goblin zombie corpses just kind of rot into the ground and just make a like nasty, stinky puddle on the ground throughout the hallway where they've all been destroyed. So,
Are there teeth left?
there are teeth left.
Can I mage hand those so that I can have them for telekinetic projectiles?
The counter's over, so you could just walk over and pick them up.
I don't feel like walking down there.
Okay,
Maybe that mess is getting all dirty.
you mage hand pick them up. Yes. All right. So for this encounter, the party earns 300 XP and a hero point that won't really do you any good because I guess we're probably about to wrap this one up. But
770.
What are we up to?
I
We got 790. Yeah.
790, yeah.
Nice. Ooh, we're gonna level up next session.
Oh,
Well,
gosh.
so I would say yes, this is probably a good place to end, but before we do, would you like to move to a different room, or do you all want to just camp in this same room where you camped last time?
I don't want to camp near this whole area. More zombies might come out. I don't know about you guys.
Magical doors shutting closed.
Yeah, let's
Can
get
we,
out of
like,
this. Let's get out of this fucking crypt.
Can we stack these couches up in front of this open doorway here, maybe?
For sure, yeah.
Yeah. That works.
I don't know, magic though.
Yeah. Okay, so before we end here, is anyone in the party hurt? That needs heals. Doesn't matter
Yeah.
how much health you lost. Just let me know.
Yeah, I've lost 23.
Okay, I'll
Jesus, I only have 24.
I'm going to cast a heightened soothe on Teo. For 17 damage. Sorry, 17 health. Then I'm going to cast a first level soothe on Teo. Or 6. You should be good now, right? You're full?
Yeah, exactly. That was exactly what I
perfect.
was missing.
Anyone else?
I think I'm good.
Good.
So, as the party circles up in the same spot, they had just rested previously for the night, you all realize that the murmurings of Morp as he was cursing and spitting at you revealed more than you initially thought. Because as he was, mumbling under his breath and cursing you all, he kept speaking of a tunnel to town, in addition to Malarunk, and in addition to the Hunter Gate and the coming of the Cinder Claws. And you realize this must be the tunnel that he was speaking of, and they must have enslaved or otherwise coerced by force the Bumblebrasher goblins who didn't escape the crypt to dig their tunnel for them. You can only guess, however, at what kind of necromantic magic caused them to be found in the state you found them. Zombies, mindless, craving flesh of adventurers who happened by. So with that, I would say you guys are huddled up here back in the knotted curtain jungle to rest.
Yeah. Alright, so question for you, Mary.
Sure.
Are we just gonna homebrew resting? We're not gonna follow the
I mean, is there something that you want to do, like crafting or something? I mean,
it's more like the armor thing and how much health you actually get by resting, and then the fatigue. If you don't rest, if you decide to keep watch or something.
Yeah.
Off your armor.
Yeah, I mean, I would say since we haven't been thus far, let's not. But I think we kind of get forced into doing it in some of the next book and onward, just because there's things you have to do, in the campaign and resting.
Yeah.
So I mean, I would say just for now, kind of keep it like we have been until maybe even the next area. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Maybe we'll just link the resting page so everyone's aware of what's involved in that. So for next time, I guess.
Yeah. Well, and that goes into I don't know, surprise attacks and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Based on the rolls that you do. So
I'm an elf. Do I even need to rest?
Yes, this is not D&D.
Yeah, like everybody does.
Because that's
Well,
why I played Elf.
Because you're supposed to. What is the fatigue is like a penalty on your rolls, right? If you haven't rested or if you stayed up to watch, yeah. But that's where it kind of goes into the time, though, right? Because you have to rest like at least 6 hours, and so.
I think, yeah, 8 hours, yeah.
But I think a rest is 8 hours, but you can say you only have to rest like 6, and you're still like rested. I think if you because like taking watch, like if 4 people are taking watch for 2 hours, then they all like rest 6 of the 8 hours of the rest. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And so that's what I'm saying. Until we get into like a more complicated situation, or if there's like something that like you guys need to achieve during like resting or whatever. I mean, like crafting, right? That's a downtime, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, I kind of think most of those things just do them when you're like in town. You know what I mean?
Because crafting, you can do it anytime, I think. I'm pretty sure.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. Like, until we get to a point where it's like, okay, we found, I mean, you know, we haven't even introduced like runes or whatever. And so it's like, you're not going to find a rune that you need to like do crafting to attach to your sword yet. Right? Yet. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think later on, and I mean, especially as we get, when we get to like the second book, I mean, we would want to add like relics and, you know what I mean? Because the mobs are going to get to a point where you're going to have that, or else it's not going to be like this. They're going to start kicking your ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I have a confession to make. Here, I'm going to pause it. That room was supposed to be just empty.
What?
I liked it.
What
That was
happened?
pretty cool.
I just put zombies in it, like out the ass.
I was like, these battles were too easy today. I'm like, I'm glad you added that in.
Well, because they're all like low level, but then you
Yeah.
put a bunch of them, and they start exploding. But yeah, so really and I don't think anybody of you would mind telling. The only thing in the northern part of the crypt here left is the barricaded room, and then the hallway to your south.
Oh, well, let's take that on tomorrow. Or should we level up first and then take it on?
He said tomorrow.
Oh, so I said tomorrow. Next game.
I'm down for tomorrow, though.
Friday. But yeah, so I mean,
So-
you guys. I guess I'm saying that to mean you guys probably would have gone to the like barricaded room had I not filled that room full of zombies. So just that's kind. I don't want you to be distracted up here and spend more time than you need to next time.
Very cool. So are we gonna implement the rest rules next game then, Mary? Or what?
I mean, I would say wait until maybe even like just the next area, just so it's like at the beginning of an area, not in the middle of one.
Okay.
I mean, because like I say, there's nothing that you guys are needing to like achieve, and I mean the rests are long enough. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, that's the armor thing we're not doing because I'm healing everyone before we rest anyway. So.
right. I mean, there's no need to roll for hell. So, but yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of how this one is supposed to be too, right? Like it's easing you into, playing because this is the first one and all that.
Alright, cool.
But yeah, GG.
GG, boys.
I just want to give everybody a heads up. I will be out of town the 29th,
Word.
so
Okay.
that should be plenty of notice.